What's going on with you guys? You know who it is. It's your boy John Mike, and today I'm going to be digging in a little bit deeper to the Komplete Kontrol A61. I covered this in a previous video where I unboxed it. I didn't really dig into what it could do beyond taking it out of the box. So in this video, I'm going to really cover and tell you what I think about it. It's going to be really short because this is a basic Midi controller and a low barrier of entry into the world of Komplete. So it's really cool, and we're going to dig into it and we're going to show you guys what this thing can do. So here it is, really nice. It has a nice little key bed on it. This is the 61 key. They have three different versions, the 61, the 49, and a 25 key, and they all pretty much have the same similar layout. You have 8 macro buttons here where you can basically control functions of each plug-in that you pull in. You have an encoder knob here that you can use to navigate throughout the software. You have transport controls for controlling your DAW, whether it's Logic or Ableton or Cubase or any of the other supported DAWs. You have a little baby LCD here, and I just keep talking about that. I talked about it in my machine video, but a little baby LCD here that really kind of gives you the information. Preset buttons cycling through that, mute and solo buttons or navigational buttons depending on what you're using them for. Shift, scale mode, ARP, and you have some other little buttons here: undo, quantize, and an idea, so you can go into the ideas mode and stuff if you're using this with like machine or some other software like that. So it's really cool. Some of the things that it's missing is it does not have the LED light strip that's in the S series of keyboards. There's a little lighted strip that goes across the keys that let people know, it kind of gives you an indicator of what you're playing, and it also can show you there's smart indicators. They'll show you like where key switches and things are. That's not really available here at this price point. I thought when I initially pulled it out the box and looked at it, I thought that this area was probably going to be like a LED light situation, kind of like on the first version, the very first Komplete Kontrol keyboard that they put out. It had like a little LED situation kind of going here where you could see information about whatever plugin. I thought that's where they were going to kind of go with this area, but they didn't. It's just a nice kind of gradient kind of finish on that or what have you. Is really cool. But light keyboard, you have a pitch bend, you have a mod wheel, octave buttons off screen that you can't really see, but it's really cool. You can use it to control your software. So I got the Komplete Kontrol software loaded up here, and I'm going to show you basically how you can use it to navigate around the software. So first of all, I have a browser button here. If I hit that, and then I can now use the encoder to cycle through all of the different products that I have loaded, the Komplete products that I have loaded, and I can go through there, and let's just say I find Alicia Keys and I want to load that up. Now, if I hit this encoder in, if I press it down, then on the little LCD screen over here, it switches to types. It's hard to see. That's about as close as I can get in on it. But now I can control the types. So if I have this broken down into categories, I can control the types. If I hit it, press it down again, it moves me into modes. So I can control the type of mode if I have different modes. And if I press it the third time, now I'm in the preset area, and I can actually scroll through my presets here on this or what have you. So let's just say I want to load up Alicia Keys' initial preset. I can just hit that, and it's going to load up. Boom. Now I got Alicia Keys on here. Got that on there, and it's really cool. And I can actually use this preset button right here to actually cycle through my different presets. And it moves pretty quickly and loads up pretty quickly. So I've also got that. So I can use the scale button here to kind of go through scales. And the way the scale mode works is, even if I play the C scale, it keeps you at a fixed scale. So I can go to any note after I press C, and it'll keep playing that key. So watch this. Even if I press this and go straight into the C sharp scale, it's still going to play the C scale. That's kind of funky. And of course, if I want to edit that, I can hit shift, hit edit, and I can actually change the scale mode or what have you using my encoder. Outside of that, I also have an ARP button or what have you. Let's come out of that. So if I turn on my ARP now, I can play here. In the same way I edit my scales, I can hit select and edit my ARPs. So that's pretty cool to be able to do that. Of course, I have the transport controls if I'm working inside of Logic or Ableton or Cubase or whatever. I can use my play, my record, my stop buttons, my loop, and my buttons and stuff like that. I can even use the track button to control that or whatever. It doesn't really function inside of the Komplete Kontrol software standalone, but it's pretty cool. That's pretty much all it is to it. If I want to edit or play around with the macros or whatever, I can actually control different parameters inside of the software using these knobs or whatever. So that's pretty dope. So it's a basic controller. It gets you that basic point of entry into the world of Komplete, because some people really want the, they were really impressed by the S61, but the price point was kind of like, I don't know if I want to pay that much just for a controller to control my native instruments, software that I have. I much rather pay and get a cheaper, and a lot of people just get cheaper keyboards and then use them with Komplete. But so Komplete Native Instruments said, hey, we'll just make a cheaper controller. We'll strip down some of the functions and we'll give them a low barrier of entry into the world of Komplete. So that's pretty much it. That's the controller. That's how it works with the software. I'm going to do some separate videos where we use it in Logic. We show how to use it in Ableton and how it kind of links up with all of these other softwares and stuff, and you can use it. I'm really excited about, using this and keeping this on. So it's going to become a mainstay here in my studio. I'm going to find some stuff to do with it. All right. Appreciate you guys hanging out. You know how we do. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, the share button, all those buttons that do things on the video. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm out. Holla at your boy.